All right, my friends, let's do this. It's time for episode number 167 of my Sunday night Stay-At-Homebodies virtual open mic, where I post a set here every Sunday night, usually 3 songs on a theme of my choosing to help me narrow down the selection. And then I repost that over on Facebook, both of them 8 o'clock Sunday nights Pacific time. And then on Facebook, I list the musical friends that I'm in the process of listening to, catching up with old stuff, new stuff, in between stuff. I'm always finding new stuff that my musical friends are doing. So if you're one of them, post something down below this video, or better yet, post it over on Facebook, 8 o'clock Sunday. But don't just throw it on my timeline. Find the open mic. You'll see a picture that looks just like this, the thumbnail for this very video. And underneath that one is where I like to have my posts. So let me get my pregame started, then I'll tell you about tonight's set. Light a little Japanese incense first. Here we go. I like the Dylan light. There we go. There's Bob. See Bob there. There we go. Gonna go old school and new school tonight at the same time. Old Butterfingers here. Just as I drop my matches. I'm not that graceful. All my grace is learned behavior. So I was working with something and it flipped out of my hand and it broke my pipe that I've had for, 20 some years. And, the Buddhists say, let go or be dragged. So I just let it go and busted out one of my backup pipes, which is kind of interesting because the bowl is tilted towards the smoker, which I kind of like. You can see what's going on in there. So let's try this thing out. I'd say that was effective. A tiny little nip of the Dylan Refuge, Heaven's Door, as in knock, knock, knocking on rye whiskey. Yeah. Not much of a whiskey guy, but that tastes pretty good. Okay. So if you have been following the open mic for a little bit, you know that I've been doing take twos of earlier sets that I did a few years back. So I'm going to continue in that tradition. I'm going to do, let's make sure, songs with questions in the title. Part 4, take 2. Part 4, take 2. And this is a set I did about, I think maybe 3 years ago. And I'm taking another shot at it. These are all songs that have questions in the title or are embedded in the song in some important way. Here's a little number from 2017 called Or Will You Lie? Doesn't matter where you're going when you walk out of that door. Doesn't matter where you're going when you die. The only thing that matters is what's between us now. So will you tell the truth or will you lie? If a bunch of cords and wires can feel it way out there, surely you can feel it from inside. In the courtroom of the heart, there's no need to swear. So will you tell the truth or will you lie? It's easy just to whisper the words I want to hear. It's hard to bring the darker things to light. When you finally face the question, it's simple and it's clear. Will you tell the truth or will you lie? You fought for love and justice, but you didn't always win. Sometimes you let desire cloud your eyes. But the choice is always with you, and here it is again. Will you tell the truth or will you lie? It's easy just to whisper the words I want to hear. It's hard to bring the darker things to light. When you finally face the question, it's simple and it's clear. Will you tell the truth or will you lie? Doesn't matter where you're going when you walk out of that door. Doesn't matter where you're going when you die. The only thing that matters is what's between us now. So will you tell the truth or will you lie? Or will you lie? Okay. This one's from 2007, not 17, 7. And this is a reworking. I originally did it as a finger-picking song, but it has this, there's certain notes and intervals in my fretboard that my fingers just have a really hard time, even on a small guitar, with doing. So I always just struggled and forced my way through playing that one. So I decided to not finger pick it and do it with my flat pick and see how that works. It's called Why Don't You Stay? Why don't you stay for dinner? Why don't you stay the night? Why don't you stay forever? Why don't you stay and fight? Why don't you stay a little longer? Why don't you stay and see the sights? Why don't you stay forever? Why don't you stay and fight? Why don't you stay? Why don't you stay? Why don't you stay? Why don't you stay till this blows over? Why don't you stay till it gets light? Why don't you stay forever? Why don't you stay and fight? Why don't you stay? 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 I think that has a little potential. All right. All right, we're going to do one more here. This goes back to my early days when I first met my wife Samara, like 30 years ago. This is from 1993. A song that I played in some strange tuning or another that I've long since forgotten. So we're going to play it in a standard tuning just like I did it last time when I did take one. I think this will be a little bit better. The sun still rises, the sun still sets, and half the time I still feel like a mess. Have I found my love? Nothing is different and nothing is the same. I look in the mirror, see if something has changed. Have I found my love? Have I found my love? I want her so bad it scares me to death. I'm here and I'm gone in the very same breath. Have I found my love? We don't play doctor, we don't play nurse. I carry mine and she carries hers. Have I found my love? Have I found my love? Just as sad as I always was, but no one loves me the way that she does. Have I found my love? I feel she's my lover and I feel she's my friend, but am I just fooling myself again? Have I found my love? Have I found my love? doesn't seem to want a fantasy man. She seems to like me the way that I am. Have I found my love? I'd love to tell you that I stopped my search. I'd love to tell you that I know that it's her. Have I found my love? Have I found my love? It's a question as old as time. And time will tell me if this love is mine. It's a question as old as time. Time will tell me if this love is mine. Have I found my love? Have I found my love? Well, there you have a flat-picking version of a Once Upon a Time sort of thumb-picked song from way back, 1993. Oh, my goodness. Well, all these songs, as well as all my songs, except for the very oldest and the very newest, are all up on GeneBurnett.com. Go to GeneBurnett.com. Go to the musical recordings. You can download or listen to any of 42 albums that are listed there, all free. You can download them. You can listen to them. Just find the album you want. Hit the player. You can listen to them. There's an arrow by every track. You can download it if you want it. There's a donation link there for a little PayPal me link. There's one below this video if you feel like giving me a tip. That's always nice. But that's not why I do it. I just want these songs to get out there and maybe help someone else out the way they help me out, sorting out my life in a musical journal fashion. That's kind of what I'm doing. So if these help you out, awesome. And if you feel like throwing me a few bucks, great. Goes in my creative account, and it helps me make my albums, which I usually do once a year, and put them up there free. So it just circles back, you know. So that's that. So I do this every Sunday, 8 o'clock Pacific time. Post a set here, repost it on Facebook, share on Facebook all the stuff I'm in the process of listening to. And I listen to my musical friends on Sunday night while I practice Tai Chi and do fitness exercises and work out and hang out. And I listen to my musical friends on Sunday night. It's a fun thing to do. I recommend it. All right. Take good care. Breathe deep. Want to see you on the other side. All right. Yeah.